All right, so I'm gonna go over the modified pigeon stretch. This is something that you can do before squat or bench or any really lower body movement that helps us feel that hip capsule stretch, feel where like the glute and ham tie in, and where like our low back, our erector muscles meets that top of that glute med. This is something that most people suck at really bad when they first start, but if you stick with it, you can really start to see the benefits. Your knees and your feet will naturally stay more open the more we get through this stretch and progress it. It helps you stay more upright in the long run naturally because you are able to keep your knees out, whereas if our knees collapse, we get bent over. But this modified pigeon stretch is one that even yoga instructors will use to help alleviate tension in the low back. So it's not complicated. You want to start with whatever leg you want, left or right. You're going to do both sides. And you're basically going to bring this leg forward. You're going to let it slam to the ground. You don't want to lean to the side. You want to stay over it and keep that weight over that knee. Okay? So I keep the weight over my knee and I lean into it. And right now, I feel an immense stretch in my hip capsule, my acetabulum. I feel this immense stretch. And what you really want to do is keep that nice, even pressure over our knee. Once we start getting over here, we kind of lose it. Once we get over here, we start to lose it. We really want that stretch in the right place. I've been doing it for a little while, so I can kind of get down a little far. And then sometimes what I'll even do is I'll take my hand and I'll force my ankle down because sometimes it's gonna wanna pop up. But doing this right here, I can really get a good stretch. I've actually already done it today, so it's already kind of loose. But if you can't do it because you're really tight, what you can do also is just stand in like a runner's lunge and lean into it and then kind of twist a little bit. Okay, so just twisting here, right here, kind of opening up our hips in a warrior pose or runner's lunge. If you're really tight, that's something you could start with until we can modify to this pigeon stretch and lean into it. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna show you from the other side. So I'll do the other leg, but you're literally gonna sit down, make sure that we have our leg forward here. Oh, this side's a little tighter. Have this left leg back. The weight is distributed over my knee, not my ankle. I'm not sitting down, but the weight is over my knee, and I just feel that stretch, and I just kind of sit into it. Breathe into it. Breathe into it. And again, this is something for even just 2 sets of 30 seconds. You're gonna notice a difference in your squat. Anytime I've been sitting for like long periods throughout the day, I can feel this one really help keep my knees naturally open. Something that we might struggle with once we get to some heavier weight. So.